Rogers Park is one of the most diverse neighborhoods in Chicagoland, and now it's the title of a new movie premiering at the Chicago International Film Festival. The film follows two interracial couples as their relationships go through ups and downs over the course of a year. Take a listen.
Happy birthday!
All right.
Come here, you little. It's been too long.
That's my fault.
Let's enjoy everything that we've worked so hard to make, okay? Oh, I love you.
You think you can just watch?
All right, good stuff. Well, this morning we've got the director Kyle Henry with us. We've got the actors Antoine McKay and Sarah Savini. The G is silence. All right, we got a little time to chat before you. Kyle, let's start with you. What makes Rogers Park such a special neighborhood that you wanted to put on full display here in this film?
Well, it's the only neighborhood I know in Chicago. I've moved here 7 years ago, and I've lived there for the last 7 years. And I think it's always been a place where community has mixed in ways that is very special in Chicago, at least from my experience. First-generation immigrants from North Africa, from all across South America. And then you have, communities, I think, that come together, that marry, that mix, that are really integrated in a way that sometimes I don't see across the rest of Chicago.
Interesting. Antoine and Sarah, you can see your guys' chemistry on camera, but it's probably because you guys have a friendship already. I know you guys had worked together on the set of Empire. You'd done that show before, but where did this friendship begin? Because you guys knew each other even before that.
We actually were on a movie called The Drunk.
The Drunk.
Yeah. We met in Terre Haute, Indiana.
Yeah.
Oh, the great city of.
Cultural mecca of Terre Haute, Indiana. But we met and we never really got to work together, but we ended up just having a conversation, and I had heard I had heard of her, because she's such a fantastic talent, just through other actors in the city, and then we finally got to work together, and so it's been a blast.
Yeah, and we kind of met at the audition. We were paired together when we walked in, and it was all improvised. The way that Kyle set up the audition, and so it was just really fun to play with. He's an amazing improviser, and so to just walk in the room and feel safe was
huge.
Awesome.
It was love at first sight.
Yeah.
It really was.
For me, as the director.
Yes. Kyle, I think one of the most interesting things is the casting call and the process of how you did it. It was pretty unique. Can you enlighten the audience out there?
Sure. I had actors come in. The only thing I told the casting agency was I want to see people in a range that are diverse as the neighborhood itself of Rogers Park. Gender, race, sexual orientation blind. I didn't know if the couples were going to be gay, straight. They just had to be middle-aged, and they had to tell me why they wanted to be in a story about midlife crisis. And these two told really powerful stories, and I wanted to see what they would be like playing together. And again, I knew when they came together, what was that old heart-to-heart show? Like it was murder. Like they were going to play really well together and give the audience, I think, a real sense of a deep relationship.
Absolutely. Really quickly, guys, can you tell me about a struggle that Zeke and Grace shared in this movie? Because it's about their ups and their downs.
Oh gosh, I think it's one of the things that was really great, which we got an opportunity to develop through improvisation, is just that disconnect of financial responsibility that couples sometimes have, and it causes a huge problem, and it was really great. Yeah.
After being married for 10 years, the distance where you think everything's fine, and then when you kind of look under the layers, you see that maybe they've grown apart and they're not as
connected as
they used to be.
Absolutely. Sarah Savini, Antoine McKay, and Kyle Henry. Guys, I really appreciate you coming in today.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely, guys. Thank you. Well, Rogers Park is screening at the Chicago International Film Festival this Thursday and Monday, October 23rd. Make sure you log on to ChicagoFilmFestival.com for all ticket information.